Hello, Tracy here. Welcome back to my channel. So I've got a couple things to show you before I get into today's Ephemera Saturday. I will quickly show you these. My lovely neighbour found these on a local selling place called Trade Me. Some gorgeous embossed, this was a Christmas postcard. Yeah, she's such a lovely neighbour to think of me. I was absolutely stoked to get these. You can see the embossing on the back. So they are old. So I thought I'd quickly show you my new thing. So that will join the rest of my original ephemera. I went to a vintage store in town, which I never go to because it's never open whenever I finish work. Oh, wow. They have so much. It's only a tiny little shop and it's got all vintage lace. It's like if you had the money to spend, it would be a jackpot. There's just so much things for journalers. I had a look and restrained myself because I've got so much now. I really don't need any, but at least I know that there is somewhere in town that I can get it if I really wanted it. But I did get this unusual vintage tape. What's a ribbon type thing, which was only like $1 a metre, so I got a couple metres. And I think that's all apart from I got myself a cutter that I could just have on the table instead of bringing my big Fiskars one that weighs a ton. So just dress my craft. I'm going to see how the cutter goes. I really didn't want to go back to this style of cutter because I cut so much paper, as you probably all do. It wears thin pretty fast. But I will put that to the side and get on with today's make. So today I'm going to use a kit from Which Craft Do You Do, Set 1 fabric labels. So, you know, you've probably all seen everyone do this sort of thing. I just grabbed some grungy papers from a kit that I brought from Kerry's store at Which Craft Do You Do. I'll try and link everything down below. It won't have exactly the same papers, but it will give you a fair idea. But behind all this is a secret window. This is a paper napkin and I've put wax on it. And you can see it from the other side. So how cool is that? I thought that was pretty neat. I seen something on Pinterest and I thought I'm going to give that a go. And what's even better, you guys can't smell it, but this smells divine. So whatever journal this goes in, whoever gets it, they'll be able to take it out and smell it. Instead of getting a plain white candle, I used one of my good candles. As you've probably heard me say before, Mum's an interior designer, so she gets a whole lot of really nice candles and gives them to me. So lucky lady I am. But let's get cracking on this. I'll show you how I made it. Right, let's put that to the side. So yeah, here's the kit. You get some small labels. So the kit comes in like blues and greens and taupey colours, and then you get a kit that's just black and white, and you can print it on any cardstock that you've got. So this cardstock that I've used, or this kit that I've used behind there, is one from Golden Mead, and I thought it would go perfectly, and it does. So I'm pretty sure, yep, that's one of Golden Mead's in the background. So I'm loving how that matches this. But I'll put this to the side because I've pre-cut some. And honestly, I've got such a mess around me. I'll be surprised if I don't lose anything. So first of all, let's get a couple of these out. Now I know I'm going to cut that out, but it doesn't really worry me because I know I'm going to be printing. I'm going to be putting a picture in there. Same with that. And here's a slightly smaller one that I thought I would give that a go. So let's get these cut out first. Excuse my plaster, I was vacuuming. I thought, no, I'm going to do some vacuuming before I start filming. And of course, I cut my finger somehow. How one person can bleed so much out of one finger is beyond me, but it happened. And I bled everywhere. So let's just use this washi tape. Probably about there, maybe down a bit. So just judge where you want your where you want to cut. Now I'm just going to grab my cuttle bug out and quickly go through. So I'll mass make and do them at the same time. And just pull that off, and there you have a nice window. So let's get on to the next one, and I can keep that for something else, so let's just put that over the back, and then we'll go put that on there. Put it through. So I hope you all had a fantastic week. Mine was interesting. So the company I work for had a promotional video out about 5 years ago. It was about a year after I started there. And I wasn't very comfortable being in the video. Now, I'll probably move this one down to the bottom, so I've got a bit of the writing up there. Yeah, I wasn't comfortable in being in it last time, and to be fair, I wasn't really comfortable, even though I'm 5 years on, actually 6 years there now, and pretty much this, you know, run the site along with the site manager. But I had a promotional video. They wanted to update it because we're under a new company name, and I was like pretty much felt like I was the token white female. I know that sounds really bizarre, but yeah, so I had to say words and jump in front of the camera. I had lights on me and I had a microphone, and you would think for someone that does a YouTube channel that would actually be relatively easy, but the difference is I can yabber away to myself. I have no idea how much or how many people stay and watch all my videos, or whether they enjoy listening to me talking. It's quite a different thing to actually stand in front of a camera and be told what to say, and then have to say it about 6-7 times when you've got a couple people in front of you, you've got a couple cameras showing, you know, pointed at you and lighting beside you. I'm well aware that, people I know that know where I work, when I tell them, they're going to go online and they're going to find it and they're going to watch it, and probably give me a bit of stick, which I'm all good with, but yeah, it's not something that I'm quite an introvert, so I did really struggle with it. But it is what it is, I guess. Right. See, and that's a cool little piece too. So let's do the 3 of them. I'm going to move that out of the way, that out of the way, all those out of the way, because now we're on to the fun bit. So what you need is some grease-proof paper, like so the baking paper type thing. I might do all 3 at once. So what I have picked this time round, so I must say that this here is a napkin from Kerry's shop at Which Craft Do You Do. I bought it maybe a couple years ago, and it's been sitting there and I've used it on and off, but I thought this would be kind of, you know, kind of cool to do that. So it's interesting because if you look that way on a white background, it's more whiter. Look that way, because of the tea stained grungy paper, it's got a yellow tinge to it. So this time round I'm going to have this little birdie, which would be kind of cool. I don't even know if this is going to work, but I have got, I might do this one. This is going to be a bit of an experiment because I haven't done it on this. So this is on sewing paper. It's just stamped with archival ink, and then we will do the girls because I think they would fit. Yeah. Now I grabbed, it's probably a better way of doing this, but I just grabbed my little craft knife. And what I should do is actually what you could do is light the wick. Oops. Oh, there you go. Don't know if this will be any easier. You could actually light the wick and maybe drip it over. Just be careful I don't cut myself and have another cut. So whatever works for you. I don't think you need a lot of wax. Like I said, this is just me experimenting. And it makes it see-through. Oops, well, that's not good, is it? And it makes it harder with my, yeah, that's better. I can just hear you all shuddering, thinking she's going to cut herself again. Right, let's just sort of put that in more there. And when that heats up, it will melt over, it will spread. Right, I'll just get rid of that. I've got to plug my iron in. Oh, I have to get down on the ground to do it. Right, give that like a couple seconds. While that's heating up, I just want to go around the edges. Yeah, so this weekend it started off with a bit of a slow burn. It was quite warm this morning. I got out and did my jasmine. I've got a big jasmine hedge, so I went and did that, trimmed all that. What else did I do? Oh, I did buy one other thing. It is quite a large size, I'd say 12 by 12 photo holder, and I thought that'd be a good ephemera holder. I bought some Girls Own annual journals, Girls Own annual, I think it's called in New Zealand. I bought some of them a while ago and I was going to turn them into ephemera holders, and I will. It's just when I get time. I'm going to do one for me and one for Pauline. Right, that iron should be hot enough by now. Just finished this. I'll go back over and do it properly off camera. Right, so we have our three there. Put the greaseproof paper over and iron. As simple as that. And you can see it's all melted. Right, I'll just turn my iron off. Right, and surprisingly it dries pretty fast. So that's not quite dry at the moment, but isn't that cool? I think it's cool. How did this one go? Yep, so both sides. That's real cool. And little birdie, so both sides. You wouldn't know which is the back or front. Right, I'm going to get rid of that greaseproof paper. So, well, let's sort of match up which one we want with what. So these aren't, it's bizarre because these aren't, oh, that's a little bit tacky, so it probably needs a little bit of dry time, but it's not overly wet. Quite like them there. Maybe the bee there and the bird there. Right. How did this one feel? It's not too bad. Or we could actually go, might go them there, them that, and that. Right. So, that is how simple it is. Let's put some glue down. So just a sort of slight variation on these fabric things that everyone seems to be doing. Make sure you pull it tight. It doesn't matter if it goes over slightly because we'll be trimming it. And then make sure you go around here. I didn't do that on the last one. So do go check out Which Craft Do You Do. All the kits that are there, they are mainly ephemera kits, which is really cool because this just builds your stock up. And it certainly helped me build mine up. So, I mean, how friggin' cool is that? If anyone decides to give this a go, I hope that they let me know because I think it's neat. Me personally. Right, I've pre-prepped some of these. So this is out of Kerry's grungy kit. This is a bit of her piano roll that has been dyed. I don't think I need that, so we'll chuck that to the side. This is out of Kerry's shop, which I absolutely love. So actually what we'll do is we'll do all of them first, I think. Interesting. That one's just slight. So this is the sewing paper one. It's just got a slightly tackier feel to it, which is really interesting. But let's see, I mean, you're not going to know until you try these things on how it works. I'm just going to chop this down a little bit. Cool. Actually, I don't want that. Oh no, that should be right. It's not as if it's a big piece. So it just got really dark before and absolutely pelted down, and now I can see sort of blue sky. There. Isn't that cool? And then I'll just trim that. and then we'll do the bird. See, that feels dry to me, which is really surprising. So it's quite a quick project with a great result. So this napkin kept some of its texture. It didn't like iron out flat, but I'm okay with that. Still looks cool. Oh, we've got a bit of the green showing up there, but that's okay. If I really want to fix that, oh, it won't matter because all my papers are going to be hanging down this side. So we've got papers for here. Let's just rip that bit off. And oh, we've got, what have we got, Tracy? We've got some yummy vintage antique German papers from Kerry's shop. If she's got any more packs left, I will also link these below. There's a nice piece, or should we just, let's just use this. Excuse me. Put that there. Put that there. And then some yummy lace from Kerry's shop too. So it's all from, everything you see literally is from Kerry's shop. So like that. Put that down. And then Mr. Holtz. And we'll get our old, I mean, if you wanted to, you actually come with, it actually comes with little bits and pieces to stick on there, but I just like it how it is. So there you go. There's the little bird, which I think is pretty cool. So there's another one done. Let's do this one. Great way to mess make and do something different. I mean, we all like doing something different. It's such cool writing. Just for a bit of interest. Oh no, Mr. Holtz. Didn't like that one. Let's see if we can get this going again. Not going to play nice. No, he's not going to play nice. I'm going to have to fix him up later. That's the joys, I guess, of filming live. I quite like that bit there. Like that. And then we've got another piece. Like that. And a piece of piano roll. Like that, and I don't think we'll have a piece of that. I might use something slightly different. Let's see if we've got something else. Here's something from Kerry, from one of the kits that I bought. Cool. Maybe about there. Bit of vintage fabric. Cool. So, because we haven't, just trying to rustle around. There's one. Actually, I will just fix my stapler and I'll be back. Okay, back again. Malfunction has been fixed, and we also have, now that we've stapled it, we're finished. So this was my Witchcraft Do You Do project. So there's the little bird. I love how we've got all this sort of embossing still in there, and then we've got the stamped bee, so that was from a napkin, and the stamped bee was on, so that was on the sewing pattern paper you get in the old vintage sewing pattern things, whatever they're called, I'm not sure because I'm not a sewer. This is a napkin. And this is the same napkin, just different image. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you give it a go. It is a lot of fun to do. Oh, and they smell divine, absolutely divine. I will probably go ahead and do more. In the kit you get smaller ones, so I'll probably just do like little butterflies and things. Yeah, experiment, have a go. It's really, really cool. Until next time, I will come up with something else for tomorrow. So hope you're having a great weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow.